Other breaking news that we're following this noon, a decision on gay marriage from the U.S. Attorney General, and it affects more than 300 couples right here in our state. Eric Holder says that the federal government will recognize the 300 same-sex couples who got married over the weekend. It's a huge ruling for couples fighting for joint benefits. We're live right now in downtown with 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner. Jim?
Alicia, what a wild week it's been in this process, and here's where we stand right now. Michigan is in the same boat as Utah with these couples in legal limbo with now conflicting state and federal positions. Check it out. It was earlier this week that Michigan Governor Rick Snyder and State Attorney General Bill Schuette said Michigan will not recognize same-sex marriages, but the governor did say this week that those marriages did occur legally last weekend with licenses in 4 counties. As Alicia mentioned, 320 people got married during the brief window last Saturday between the court ruling that the Michigan ban on same-sex marriage was unconstitutional and the stay stopping those marriages moving forward. This is the same thing happening in Utah. Now, here's a statement from the U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder this morning. The governor of Michigan has made clear that the marriages that took place on Saturday were lawful and valid when entered into, although Michigan will not extend the state rights and benefits to those marriages pending further legal proceedings. For the purposes of federal law, as I announced in January with respect to similarly situated same-sex couples in Utah, these Michigan couples will not be asked to wait for further resolution in the courts before they may seek federal benefits to which they are entitled. Now, just a few minutes ago, I talked with the attorney on the test case here in Detroit just last week where we got this ruling. She says the only way this conflict can be resolved is in the highest court of the land.
We expect that the United States Supreme Court, when they reconvene in October for next session, will have to take either our case or one of these cases. They're going to have to finally resolve these issues because it's causing too much of a debacle on the statewide level, on the federal level, for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of families all across the United States.
And everybody believes that's where these cases are headed. But right now, the Michigan case has a stop in the 6th Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati. That's the court that granted the ongoing stay. Alicia?
Now, Jim, what are the ramifications of this conflict between the state and the federal government?
There are all kinds of legal issues, but here's the one that stands out the most. For the 320 couples who got married last Saturday, when they file their taxes, not right now for last year, but next spring and early winter for 2014, they file a joint return with the feds, but then they have to file individual returns with the state. And when that state return says, what amount did you claim on your federal return? How do you resolve those conflicts? That's the biggest one.
It is a sticky situation, and still a lot of questions remain, but a big decision today at noon. Thank you for that live report, Jim Kurtzner in downtown Detroit.